Hi, I'm going to talk you through how I painted these really loose roses. I used £140 cold press paper. It was quite a large sheet, and I used a large round brush. Most of my watercolours are Winsor & Newton, and I will try and remember the colours as I go through. I did start off using some, I think it is bright pink by Mission. That's the only Mission colour that is in there, and I mixed it with a little bit of Azilian Crimson and some mauve colour that's in my palette. It's called Cobalt Violet, and I just did a really loose sort of swirly pattern to make a rose to begin with, and then I started dropping in the colour. I painted onto dry paper, but then I dropped the colour in wet into wet. The brush I'm using is a number 10 Zen Art brush, which is a mixture of it, which is a faux squirrel brush, which is a mixture of synthetic and natural hair. I then carried on adding darker pinks just to add a bit of depth to the centre of the rose. I don't like painting roses, but I've been practicing, so I get better at them. Here I added a bit of Naples yellow around the outside. This is where the colour fades out on the outer petals, and this is just, I'm not botanically painting roses, I'm just trying to capture the essence of them and using the really pretty colours. Here I'm just dropping in some clean water. It's got, my brush is a little bit dirty, so you can see the water that I'm dropping in. I've just dropped in sort of in rose shape, and then I'm dropping in some Naples yellow on the top and a little bit of cadmium yellow in the middle as well, just to brighten it up a bit. These, I was trying to get those really pale pinky orangey roses that you get, which is really nice. Here I've got a watercolour pencil, and I'm sanding it on the top too, so the pigment falls onto the paper. And then I'm sort of scribbling in the middle of the flowers. These are those big open roses, a bit like dog roses I was trying to create. And then I added some sort of, it was muck from my watercolour palette, which is a mixture of all the colours. It makes a nice grey colour. So I was trying to make some real pale coloured roses at the bottom, and I mixed in with a bit of Naples yellow. Here I'm dropping in a bit of diluted bleach. I love using diluted bleach. I love the way it makes the watercolour move around, and you get all the lovely cauliflowers and washbacks. That big rose is still quite damp, and I'm just dropping in some sort of darker pinks, nearly red, into the flower, just to add a bit more contrast into the petals. Here I mixed a bit of the Azilian Crimson and Indethyrine Blue together and made this lovely purple colour, and I'm sort of doing another rose shape with my brush. I'm using really quick strokes and being really loose and letting all the colour sort of merge in together and sort of letting it do what it wants to do. Here I'm painting another pinky red rose in Azilian Crimson and adding a little bit of Indethyrine Blue into the middle just to darken up things, and a bit of cadmium red as well, just to brighten up areas. And I'm just using really bold strokes of the paintbrush and just letting the paint is that a word? melt in together, and adding bleach to like encourage washbacks and let it all, it's just really nice the way the colours all merge together. Really darkened this rose down in the right hand corner with some Indethyrine Blue and just drop the colour in. I also blot out big blobs of colour that I don't want there, and to capture a bit more light. The paper's still really wet, so I can lift off the colour, and if you use the tissue in the right way, you can create the lovely papery feel of the petals. Now I'm coming in with a green colour. I think I used sap green, and I knocked it back a bit with one of the Azilian crimsons or a pink. If you use a pink or a red, just to knock back the green if it's too garish. But remember to keep the greens, all different greens, to add some interest to your painting. This was just really loose and free, and again, as I say, it's not botanical. I'm just making up the shapes of the flowers and making up the leaves and just creating a pleasing composition. I love how all the colours are sort of running into each other. Here I painted some sort of buds, they could be like lilac or something, that I wanted to create just to add a bit more interest to the painting. I'm using a watercolour pencil just to add, it's green as well. I'm just sort of dragging the paint and also drawing with the pencil to create some definition to the leaves. I'm also going to add some leaves just by drawing with the watercolour pencil. It just adds another sort of dimension to your painting. I decided to make the corner down here really dark, so I added some indethrine blue to the corner, and I just thought it sort of balanced out the painting a bit. I wasn't quite sure what I was doing really, but you know, I thought it looks nice with the dark background here. It sort of brings out the whiteness, yellowy whiteness of the roses on the left. I then painted a lighter background around the rest of the painting. You see me, I wetted the paper first and then came in into wet. But I didn't mind that the green from the flowers were all, from the leaves, I mean, were all like mushing into the background. I thought it created a really soft, lovely effect. Here I'm dropping in a bit of bleach because I just like the way it does it, and a bit of salt. You always like to add texture. The more the better. And then I'm just adding some leaves over the top because the paper's wet. It's going to create a fuzzy edge which will like knock it back a bit. Here I'm adding some darker colour to the centre of the roses in the left, just to create a bit more depth to them. I then finished off with a few little dark details just to make the painting go zing. Really sort of brought the dimension of the painting out, and I think I've finished. I really enjoyed painting this, and have a go. Just let the colours do what they want and drop in colours, and it just creates a lovely effect. And it's a soft rose. It doesn't have to look exactly like a rose, like it doesn't have to be botanical. It's more of an expressionist painting. I really hope you enjoyed this. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you'd like to learn more, please think about joining my Patreon. The links are all down below. Thank you. Bye.